America's favorite pastime, where it's root for our home team, the IUP Crimson Hawks.
IUP's baseball program began in 1933. Since its formation, the team has won 5 PSAC championships, 3 PSAC West championships, and has appeared twice in the NCAA tournament. Over the years, the baseball program has been a stepping stone for players to advance their athletic careers. Jordan DeLuca of the Pittsburgh Pirates, Kevin McMullen of the New York Yankees, Paul Bingham of the San Diego Padres, and Ryan Yole of the Seattle Mariners are just some of the former IUP baseball players to be drafted into the Major League. Through hard work and dedication, the team continues its legacy to this day. This year, the team features players such as captain and pitcher infielder Dan Sepik, catcher Matt Aparesi, right-handed pitcher Mike Klingingsmith, and center fielder Chris Eisel, just to name a few. Each of them have their own methods that help them get into the zone and perform better on the field.
Besides our stretching and everything, while we're doing the Pledge of Allegiance, I just kind of put my head down and try to get myself focused for the game. That's really when I lock in, is when we do the national anthem, and then I'm set for the day. But other than that, it's just try to relax, have fun, go through BP, and try to feel good.
I've been wearing the same belt since my freshman year. On home games, I like to come up early and hit in the cages. And we also hit on the field as a team, so one of my other teammates and I, Wes Carson, we come up early and hit, just get some extra reps, and it makes us feel better.
My pregame rituals, I just like to make sure that I have like a resistance band that I use to kind of engage my hips, because a lot of times I feel like before I come to the field, my hips are kind of tight, so whenever I use a band around my knees and around my hips, it makes it feel like they're loose, and then I'm able to run faster, and it translates to all aspects of the game.
Being part of the Crimson Hawks certainly has its perks, but being a student athlete is no easy task. As a player, one has to learn how to overcome obstacles.
I think most of the teammates would agree that one of the biggest struggles is probably time. Just because after practice, you're doing physical things, so you get tired. It's a little tough sometimes to bear down and get the schoolwork done when you need to.
The struggles as a student athlete that every athlete faces is definitely time fluctuation between classes and baseball. But if you're dedicated like any athlete is, especially a collegiate athlete, you made it this far, you've dealt with struggles and you've overcome obstacles before. If you get your work done, then you'll be successful both on and off the field.
A strong team begins with great leadership. This year, IUP alumni and former player Anthony Rabbi Rabinsky has taken over as head coach for IUP. As a new coach, he has to gain acceptance from the community and the players, but must also oversee the progress of the team.
My coaching began at the collegiate level here at IUP after I was done playing. I had to go one extra year of school after my 4th year and my final year of my senior season. And being a comm major myself, I actually did the broadcast for home games with IUP Baseball during my 5th year. After that year, Jeff Ditch, who was the head coach at the time, approached me, asked me if I wanted to get into coaching. And I started coaching here in the fall of '06. And I was here until 13. For me, there's a special place here, and it's always been a special place, especially since I was a student athlete here. I'm an alum from here, and obviously going through every rank from a student to a player to an assistant coach, and now being a head coach here. I always say that I feel like there's nobody in this world that would have more passion about this place than I would. And being back here, it's something that's special to me. I wanted to be in this seat for many years, and for many reasons, because I care about IUP, I care about the community, I care about IUP baseball more than anyone can imagine.
Coach Rabansky has been a positive influence on the players who appreciate his coaching techniques.
My first impression was pretty much the same kind of coach that I've always grown up around. Hard-nosed, but he knows what he wants, and he expects a lot out of you, which is definitely something that I always enjoyed because it makes you feel great whenever you do something good, and it holds you accountable whenever you do something bad. So even though we try to limit that, I always like the way that he goes after it on the field.
So I got recruited by Coach Ditch, which is the previous coach, but Rabbi was the assistant coach while I was getting recruited. So I had a little bit, I knew him a little bit, but when he came in as our coach, I think most of the guys were hoping that he was our coach because we kind of knew him and we knew what kind of caliber guy he was. And he loves this program more than anybody, so I couldn't think of a better person to head the ship for this program, and I'm really excited. Just disappointed that I have to leave after this year because I'd like to stay a little longer, be part of something.
He's very, very high energetic guy, and I like that because I'm kind of high energetic, and I could tell that he wanted to win, and I love winning, so it was a good vibe that we got a new coach, and he just was all about winning and about waking the sleeping giant.
It takes more than just being a great athlete to become a Crimson Hawk. The coach holds high standards for both on and off the field.
A lot falls into recruiting. You know, you get emails upon emails from student athletes, prospective student athletes throughout the year. Academics is first and foremost. You want guys that are going to come in and they're going to be academically eligible. If they're not eligible, they're not going to help your team. So academics, you look at, it's a big part of it. SAT, ACT scores are a big part of it. You know, you want guys to come in and compete right away for spots. Then along the athletic side, the baseball side of it, you know, talent. Can they help you in this form? Was there upside to guys? That's what we look for on the athletic side. You want good people in the community. You know, that's another big thing because we do a lot of community events. And we want to be represented in a way that's going to be positive in manner, both on and off the field. You know, for myself, or you know, they have to represent themselves, our program, our school, you know, their families as well. It's not just baseball. It's you know, a whole wide range of things that have to be taken account for that.
While the coach has many long and short-term goals, many players have personal goals they hope to reach.
Long-term is everybody's goal. You know, you want to win a national championship. You want to win a national championship. You want these guys to graduate. You want them to get their degrees. You know, those are the long-term goals if you talk 4 or 5 years out the road. You know, you want to make sure that at this level, Division II level, that guys are successful in the classroom and are able to get that piece of paper at the end of their 4 or 5 years. That's one of the most important things. Short-term goals, obviously right now, you know, every year short-term goals are, in my opinion, make conference tournament. You make the conference tournament, see what you can do in tournament, hopefully be a regionally ranked team to get to the regionals. IUP, since I've been here, has never been to a region tournament. And we obviously aspire to get to that point, and I know our guys are going to fight to do that.
Definitely think, playoffs is our #1 goal this year. But after that, I want to come and support the team as much as I can past baseball, and just try to be a faithful alumni. Try to make it up as much as I can. I love these guys more than anything, so hopefully be able to make it up a lot and support these guys.
As an individual, I just try and do my best. I mean, I'm a team guy. I just try to hit the ball hard and throw strikes when I get on the mound. So there's not really goals for myself. I just try to do well and focus on the team.
For me personally, my goals are just to go out there and play as hard as I can every game. Baseball is a game of failures, so you know, like they say, if you hit 3 out of every 10 balls, you know, you're great. So I just try to go out there and help my team as best as I possibly can, and hopefully that we can make it to the playoffs this year because I think that we're able to do that. We're currently tied for 2nd in the PSAC in our conference, so I definitely think that's a goal that we can achieve if we just keep working hard at it.
Off the field, players spend most of their time together like one big family. Whenever they're not at practice or playing games, they find ways to let off steam and support each other. They even make sure to set out time to give back to the community.
Yeah, the 2 big ones that we've done traditionally in the past when I was here as an assistant before are the Indie Kids Day over at the S&T Arena and the United Pancake Day, United Way Pancake Day over at the IRMC. You know, our guys at the Pancake Day, they serve as servers, hosts, dishwashers. You know, we take a couple hours a day and we split our team up throughout the day to serve the community. The fun one that our guys love doing is the Indie Kids Day. You know, they have a bunch of bouncy houses there. Our guys are set up in different stations where you're not only monitoring, making sure that the kids of the area are safe and healthy, you know, during the time that they're there having fun, but you know, the big event that they like doing and holding is the kids' Velcro wall. You know, you strap the kids in a Velcro suit and you just chuck them up against the wall. Our guys love that event for primarily that's the main attraction, so to speak.
You know, our team atmosphere is great. I think everybody on this team gets along really well, and we all hang out. We all live together, you know, like couple houses we live together and we hang out all the time. It's a great atmosphere, and that's really what's made my college experience my favorite thing. You know, that's the biggest thing I'm gonna miss is just the camaraderie with the guys. And we go eat together. You know, because we go to practice and we eat together. We hang out together. We go to study. I mean, you're always together. So everybody gets along, and we all, you know, rag on each other. It's just a good time.
On Sundays, we'll watch football together. We just eat dinners together, especially after practice. We'll just go to the dining hall as a team, just hang out, just talk about practice, talk about class.
Coach Rabbi, he sets up stuff for us to do like team bonding, so that helped in the beginning of the season. So we would do like bowling, or we did disc golf one time, like frisbee golf, and that was real fun. So like after that, plus just spending time together, it builds camaraderie, and it helps just build team morale and helps everyone get close.
Why IUP? The decision to attend IUP as a student athlete was easy for many players to make.
Well, when I was in high school, I came and visited, and I was getting recruited by the coach. And of all the universities that I went and visited, this campus was by far my favorite. And it's like a pretty close to my home, so it was like the perfect amount of distance, and the atmosphere and the campus was really what attracted me. I loved the whole town.
I decided to come here because it was kind of close to home. I didn't want to go 3.5 hours away to another school. My parents could come see me anytime they wanted for baseball, and this school had I wanted to be a physical therapist, and they had pre-physical therapy here, and it was a good fit for it.
I love baseball. I love the campus here. And it's kind of like a D1 feel, even though it's a D2 school. It's a huge campus. You got so many friends, and the teammates are great. I met the teammates in February before I came here, and they were all cool and everything, and just made me want to be a part of the program here.
With the new energy level that is here, with the passion that these guys have shown in the last 8-9 months, I think our identity now is that we're hungry. You know, IUP is labeled as that sleeping giant, and I tell our guys all the time, how are we going to awake that sleeping giant? How are we going to get them up and moving?
IUP Baseball has made a lot of progress this past year, but they still have much they hope to accomplish in the future.